Never give up, never stop working. You never know what's going to come to you if you work hard and do everything that's expected of you and more. Go above and beyond every chance you get, and a random act of kindness can really change someone's life. Or whatever you do, have a passion and follow through with it. My mom had 5 kids. I was the fourth youngest, and I was the first to finish high school. My sister went and got a GED afterwards. So I was the first to finish high school. I was the first to even try college. She's very proud of what I've done, and if I ended it right now, she'd be proud of me. So I can take that with me always.
People call me Nea. I'm from Brazil. My first language is Portuguese, and my second language is English. So it's kind of an adventure, and it's also a challenge because it's really learning how to teach a second language.
According to the National Center for Education Statistics, there are 17.6 million undergraduates. 38% of those enrolled in college are over the age of 25, and 25% are over the age of 30.
It was my dream. It was my dream. And also because I teach English back home, and I do translations as well. I am a sworn translator, I don't know if that makes any sense, or a legal translator, Portuguese, English, Portuguese, back in Brazil. So I use English a lot. And I have studied English in language schools, but it's not the same as studying English as a language in a college, university, and much more as a master's degree, because it demands a lot.
When I was at WashU, I always kind of wanted to go back to grad school, but after I graduated from WashU, so I mean the grad school was always in the back of my mind, but I couldn't get a job. I was unemployed for a couple of years, and so that kind of delayed things. And then when I moved from Columbia, Missouri to St. Louis, I knew Tammy from my Merrimack days, and she told me about this opportunity here, so I went for it.
I love English since I was 11 years old, my first contact with English. So I fell in love with the language. And I kept studying, and I tried to get to an exchange as a student. It was not so easy when I was a child, and my parents and family could not afford to send me away abroad to study. So I kept my desire and my dream. I got my bachelor's degree back in Brazil. This was in the 80s when I got my bachelor's degree. I am a business administration bachelor, and after that I decided that I wanted to study English. Then I studied English on a language school, and after that I said, okay, now I have to go either do my master's degree or do something else. And then the opportunity came to go to Boston and study for 1 term. Then I went to Boston, studied this term, and then I went back to Brazil, and I was thinking on going a master's degree, but it's very expensive to pay for a master's degree in Brazil. It is expensive here as well. But I went back, and then I met my husband, and then I went to work, I got married, I have my family.
When I was at Merrimack the second time and then WashU, I really learned how to study. I really learned how to stay with the class and succeed. So the material itself, I don't find extremely hard. It's more having the time to review it and go over it and things like that. So some of the struggles are time. It's very hard to get off work to do things. I'm a manager now, so I'm responsible if my employees don't come in. The biggest struggle is having to depend on people who have no dog in the fight. My employees, they don't care if they call in and if I have to stay in this class or something like that. So that's a struggle, trying to manage the time and the 2 or 3 jobs that I have. And plus just the distance. I live over in O'Fallon, Missouri, work in Baldwin, Missouri, so it's a drive.
Actually, I don't think I had any struggles aside from trying to do my best, not only for the grades, but trying to be able to say, okay, now I have something in here that I can work with. For instance, for the language classes, for linguistics, for synthesis analysis, I wanted to understand that. So those were the struggles. How would I understand in a way that was very different? And why does that come from? Where am I here? Where am I going from? Where am I going to get in there? So these were the struggles mostly. And also financial. I had to kind of deal with the finance part of it. It's all accommodated, but I have to be wise.
All in all, no. I mean, there's small moments where I wish I hadn't done it, and it seems like there's a lot to do. Like I'm preparing for the comps, you have to take this comprehensive exam, and it's getting ready for that. It's consuming a lot of my time, and in the spur of the moment when I'm in a rage, I'll say, I wish I hadn't gone back, but overall, no. Everybody, my family and everybody is very supportive, and they understand that they're gonna not get to see me as much for these 2 years, but the 2 years go by so fast, and I'm almost done now, and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, so I don't have any regrets.
No regrets. And to tell you the truth, my dream is to keep on studying. So next phase would be, getting some opportunity for what they call training on the field, and then going to the next step. That would be a PhD.
I think it makes me a better person. I really love the college atmosphere. I love being around, most of the students around here are half my age probably. So I really love their enthusiasm and their energy and their optimism for the future that they're going to have. And I feed off that, and I try to remind myself that it's a gift to get to go to school, because not everybody gets to. And it makes me a better person and reminds me of just how thankful I need to be for all the things that I get to do and all the opportunities that I have. So.
It benefited a lot. For instance, I know a lot of grammar, so I am able to read with much more comprehension. I'm able to write with much more skills, and to speak, of course, and how to teach, because it's my goal to be teaching, but also my goal would be on the leadership, curriculum, education policies. So all that part of the education, it's important. For my master's, it was really crucial for my next career. For me, it's a dream come true first. I feel like heaven. I am so happy that the words cannot say how happy I am. To be able to be back to school, and to be able to study something that I wanted to study for a long time. It was challenging, and it is challenging, because education system in Brazil is different. So we never had the requirement to read and thinking about what you are reading, prepare for class, come to class to discuss a subject. We are used to go to class, sit there, and the professors bring everything to you, all the information. And that's it. So you do not think, create, critique, think how you are going to use it. So this is something very new for me. Aside from that, the language. And aside from that, the writing. We have to write a lot. So writing, thinking, reading with the goal to critique what you get from that, where the author comes from. So all this is learning and kind of challenging. So it demands a lot. It demands a lot of hours to do whatever homework I have to do. First of all, if you have a dream, you go after your dream. Never give up your dream. Even if it doesn't unfold at the moment that you think it's going to unfold, never give up. And most important, never think that life is not good. Life is good. We have to take the opportunities and go after them. And they always knock on our doors. We have to be watching.